A fraction times a fraction. 1/2 times 3/4. First, let's solve using an area model. I'm going to draw a big box. Now, I want to focus on just one of my fractions. Let's start with 1/2. I know that I need to make this box have 2 parts because that's my denominator. I chose to make my 2 parts vertically. Now I know that one of those parts should be shaded because it's 1 out of 2, or 1/2. Here one of the parts is shaded. Now I can begin focusing on 3/4. Again, I need to split this based on the denominator. So that's into fourths. I'm going to do the fourths going horizontally. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I have 4 pieces. Here's a piece, here's a piece, here's a piece, and here's a piece. I need to now highlight or shade 3 out of those 4 pieces. So here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. Now I need to focus on how many overlapped. This one overlapped because it's both yellow and purple. This one overlapped, and this one overlapped. So I had 3 pieces that overlapped. Now I need to figure out how many total pieces I have. So this was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 8 total pieces. This is my final answer. 1/2 times 3/4 equals 3/8. Did you know I could have also solved this a different way? I could have multiplied straight across. I could have multiplied my numerators, and then I could have multiplied my denominators. Let's take a look. I could have done 1 times 3 equals 3, and then I could have done 2 times 4 equals 8. 1/2 times 3/4 equals 3/8. I got the same answer when I used the area model. Both ways work just as good. Now I'm going to multiply a fraction by a fraction. 2/3 times 1/5. I want to solve this using an area model. First, I'm going to focus on 2/3. When I split this up, I want to make sure I have 3 parts. I'm going to do my 3 parts vertically. Here you can see I have 3 parts. Now, I know that 2 of those parts should be shaded because it's 2/3. Here's one shaded, and here's the second one shaded. This represents 2/3. Now, I want to start focusing on that 1/5. Again, I focus on the denominator to make sure I split up my parts by 5s. I'm going to split the 5s up horizontally. Here you can see I have 5 parts horizontally. Now I know that one of those parts should be shaded because it's 1/5. So I'm going to do this top part up here. There I have my 1/5 shaded. Now I want to focus on what overlapped. This is going to give me my answer. So where do I have both purple and yellow? Let's take a look. I see I have one here, and I have one here. Nowhere else overlapped. That means I have 2 over the total amount of boxes in the entire thing, and that'll be 15. My answer is 2/15. 2/3 times 1/5 equals 2/15. Did you know that I could have solved this a different way? I could have multiplied straight across. Let's take a look. I could have done my numerator times my numerator to get my new numerator. 2 times 1 equals 2. Then I could have done my denominator times my denominator to get my new denominator. 3 times 5 equals 15. I get the same answer when I do the area model and when I multiply straight across. 2/15. 2/3 times 1/5 equals 2/15. Let's try another one. 5/6 times 3/5. First, I'm going to try my area model. Here I've drawn my big box, and I know that I'm going to focus on just this 5/6 at first. I know that I need to split the square into 6 because 6 is my denominator. I'm going to do this vertically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, I know that 5 out of those 6 need to be shaded because it's 5/6. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5/6 is shaded. Now I can begin focusing on that 3/5. Again, I look at my denominator and know I need to split what I already have into 5 pieces. I'm going to do this one horizontally. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I can see that I have 3/5, so I know 3 out of 5 of the pieces I just now made need to be shaded. So here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. Now I need to focus on how many overlapped. So how many has both yellow and purple highlighter on them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 overlapped. Now I need to see how many is in my total shape. So I know that I have 15 that I've already marked. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So that's 15 out of 30 total. I know that 15 is half of 30. So this number could also, or this fraction could also be written as 1/2. So 5/6 times 3/5 equals either 15/30 or 1/2. Now I'm going to multiply the same problem by multiplying straight across. First I'll start with my numerators. 5 times 3 equals 15. Now I can do my denominators. 6 times 5 equals 30. 15/30. Or I know that 15/30 is the same as 1/2 because 15 is half of 30. 5/6 times 3/5 equals 15/30 or 1/2.